the main purpose of this is to kind of like understand what everyone else is doing. As like, you know, you may not be running the radio all the time, but I definitely want to get you with some experience. You know how to pick it up. Yeah, and like exactly, if someone goes down, you can pick up their LR and call for a Casevac, Medevac, you know, whatever. So, you know, you may not be the main guy to run it, but this training is going to.
You are a guy that can run it.
You are a guy that can run it. I am also going to record this training, Baker, if you want to do the same.
Yeah, I've already started my recording.
Okay. So, welcome, Ray, to the training.
Hi.
Okay, so, basically what we're going to do is I'm going to describe what a Medevac 3 line is. Okay. And then once we kind of cover, like, what each kind of, like, we're going to cover Medevac, Casevac, and a call for reinsert. We're not going to cover CAS because that's more a CCT thing, and Wretch is going to handle that in the future. So, starting off, Medevac 3 line. So, the first line is basically going to be the grid marking method. So, and like grid marking method and any sort of like obstructions or description of landing area, basically. Line 2 is going to be the number of casualties and their medical condition. So, like, Alpha is going to be light medical, so they're responsive, disabled, like they're awake and everything like that. Bravo is they're fucked up, they're unresponsive, and, you know, stable or unstable. Basically like a fucking get here pretty quick kind of deal, because shit's fucked up. Line 3 is basically like the LZ risk and everything like that. So like if it's green, it's like safe, or like you got stragglers of enemies. Yellow is kind of like there's danger present, but it's basically just like light weapons fire, like AKs and whatnot, like that. Red is more kind of like, hey, we have some LMGs and
we're actively in a fight.
We're actively in a fight with the dudes with LMGs and cars and like HMGs and whatnot.
Well,
or would you say black would be fucking HMGs?
This is how I would break it. Green, there is no enemy presence. Yellow, there is an enemy presence, but like not much of a presence. Red, you are actively in a fight. And black, like there is shit that could kill an aircraft in the AO. Like easily knock an aircraft out of the sky.
Okay, that works for me.
That's how I would do it, because like if I was to look at flying into a situation, black is the absolute worst possible thing I could fly into.
Yeah.
Red is pretty bad, but like it's doable. Yellow, like it's whatever. I might catch a few stray tracers on the way in. And green, like it's like fucking Sunday breeze.
Right. So if you scroll down, you'll find Casevac 3 line.
Yeah.
So Casevac 3 lines, basically grid marking method, same kind of deal. It's basically the same deal as a Medevac, except for the fact that instead of saying like, hey, shit's fucked up, these people need, you know, medical attention, it's basically like, Mom, can I get a ride home from school?
You're gonna have to get faster at doing coordinates.
So instead, it's the same kind of concept, except instead of casualties or anything like that, it's like, hey, there's two packs ready to come home, or requesting a Casevac to a different area, or requesting a Casevac to base, whatnot, you know.
Yeah. Casevac is transport from one location to another. A Medevac is to immediately fly somebody for life-sustaining surgeries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically it'd be, you know, like if you look at the line example there on the bottom of the Casevac 3 line on that page.
Okay.
You know, hey, it's grid 079032 with smoke, 3 trees about 35 meters north. Line 2 is 2 packs. Line 3, green. So there's no enemies. We just want to come home, basically. Just like, you know, this town is secured. We just want to come home.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Or like tasking from a location to another.
Right.
There's a lot of different things you could use. Casevac is literally, Mom, pick me up in this minivan. Like, I want to go home from school.
Yep. So, if you have no more questions or anything like that about Casevacs, we'll go down to call for reinsert. So we'll pass the CAS 4 line because that's a CAS deal, so that's more CCT kind of thing.
Okay. So we'll be doing Casevac?
We'll be doing Medevac, Casevac, and a call for reinsert tonight.
Okay.
We are not going to do CAS at all.
Okay.
That will be done by Rich at a later date.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I could do a call for reinsert once or twice, because I've had a couple times where I'm literally the only person left alive.
That's why I made the call for reinsert kind of deal. Is just because like I don't want to wait for people who are in the middle of a firefight to be like, because obviously they're focused in the middle of a firefight on killing people. They're not focused really.
It also puts a lot of tension on those that are alive to understand who is not alive and who is not.
Yeah. So instead of them having to go and search and ask if anyone's alive or not, whatnot.
Yeah, you got two people that need reinserted.
Yeah. So aviation is going to start this one. So I'll say like to Wretch, I'll say Artemis, this is Titan. How copy? He'll be like, good copy. Hey, I have 3 people ready to come back in, and he'll basically give me grid, marking method, area, and LZ condition.
Okay.
So I'll basically say like, hey, Titan Artemis, how copy? And Wretch will be, good copy, send it. And I'll say, I have 3 packs ready for reinsert at this time. He'll say, okay, wait 1. Hey, your grid is 079032 with smoke in a compound, LZ red. Basically something along that line. It's like, hey, shit's fucked. Be careful. This is where we're at, though.
Are you on 52 tac 1?
No. Wait, how do I set it for the... is that for the normal radio?
Alt P.
Are you wanting me to actually fly over to you, Rich?
That's up to you.
I was just wondering if it was for the normal radio.
I would do it in a little bird so it's quick.
Or do I have to set it for the...
Sure.
Big
Yeah,
antenna?
so the long range is Alt P.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's on 52 tac 1.
Okay.
Do you know how to transmit on your long range?
No.
It should be control caps lock as the base keys. Yep. Okay. Titan, Artemis.
Go for Titan.
Requesting immediate Casevac. How copy?
Good copy, wait 1.
So we're Titan, and Artemis
So
is...
whenever you call over the long range, hey you, this is me.
Titan is ready to
yeah.
receive.
Sorry. I forgot about that.
Line 1, 069099, inside of a compound, colored smoke, break. Whenever I say break, I'm going to let off the radio. Because, like, if something's happening and something big needs to come across, it still can.
Okay.
Line 2, 3 times packs, break. Line 3, green. How copy?
069099, compound, colored smoke, 3 packs, green.
So I gave him all of the information. He then verified the information back with me to make sure it was correct. And then
Yeah, you used 069099.
Yep, that's where we are currently.
Yep.
Okay, but in the training manual, it's the...
Yeah, I'm doing
XY.
like instead of the training instead of the examples, I'm doing what we're physically at.
Okay, I don't know how to move that. Do I just tell him?
What do you mean?
Like, how does he determine where that is?
The grids? Do you know how to read a map?
Yes, but... Oh, okay. Now okay. I see.
Yeah, that wasn't me trying to be an ass either. I'm sorry
No,
if
I
it
was
came that way.
looking at the like actual longitude and latitude lines on the map, and I just now realized that 069099 is actually an exact point. Okay, because I would have said something like 7100 or around 7100.
Like in that case, like if we're around like the edge of a line, like it's fine to just call like whatever is nearest. or,
Nah,
like-
now that I know what that thing is, it makes a lot more sense.
So that's pretty much it. Like, and obviously, like if I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna mark colored smoke, never tell them the color of smoke. Throw the
Okay.
smoke, and then that way they could be like, green smoke, motherfucker. I threw red smoke. That's not me. Like, then you could be like, that's not us.
Got it.
Or like that's the wrong color. Or they could be like, oh, green smoke. Yeah, I threw green smoke. Yep, that's a good copy. You're free to land, and that lets the pilot know, like, hey, you're safe to land. Or like, dude, you were in the back. Because if you're like, oh yeah, marking with red smoke, then the enemy could be like, I heard red smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did that make sense? Do you feel comfortable with that? Do you want to hear me do it again?
I think I'm okay with doing it. It's just I'm still gonna have to look at the. I have very bad
It takes
memory,
time,
so
dude.
I'm just
I've
gonna
got
keep
2
looking at
monitors. I have everything up.
I have one monitor, so it's alt tabbing in and out a lot.
Okay.
That's totally fine. Like,
Yeah.
take your time.
Take as much. You can also access it on your phone if you need to.
Yes, I could do that.
Why don't you do an example call here?
So go ahead and call for a medevac.
Titan to Artemis, how copy?
This is Titan, send it.
I gotta remember it.
Just say
Requesting immediate medevac,
yeah.
or I have an immediate medevac request.
Immediate medevac request.
So you say you have a medevac request, so I say send it when you're ready. Because I'm ready.
What landmarks should I use? Just
Just
radio
say
tower?
just say compound. Like, this is our grid. We're in a compound. This is what I'm marking with.
Because you could literally be doing this at nighttime. We'll be marking with IR
IR
chem
grenade.
lights.
Yeah.
We'll be
Or-
marking with IR lasso, which is like where you point your gun in the air with your laser on. Will not be marking at this time. You know what I mean? You, however you want.
Okay. Now I just do the grid location, what it's marked by, and surrounding landmark.
Yep, so you're going to start off by saying line 1, and then you're going to give line 1. You'll say break, let off the radio, and then go to line 2.
Do I have to say
Break.
break? Because you said that was for
All right, so listen.
stopping
If you
people.
don't want to use break, you don't have to. Break gives you that. So when I say break on a radio, that lets them know that I'm not done talking, but I need a minute to like either gather my thoughts or collect more information. It's just a
Okay.
break. But when you say break, you have to let off the radio.
Got it.
But if you feel confident enough to run all 3 lines in one transmission, go ahead. You probably shouldn't, just because like that's a lot of time on the radio. But if you're confident enough and quick enough, you can. But taking a break isn't a bad idea, because it like you'll notice as you get going, and I still do it. As I get talking, I'll stumble, and that's when I'm like, well, break, and then I got to figure out my shit, what I'm gonna say. I key back up on the radio, and then I continue.
Can you use the radio from the map? Like, if you have the map open, can you still use the radio? Yes, you can. Okay.
So you'll say Artemis, the Titan to Artemis, how copy? Whatever, blah 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 blah. Okay, I have a medevac request. Okay, send it when you're able. You'll say line 1, 069099, colored smoke, compound. Basically
Okay.
describing your area around you, what you're marking it by, and grid method or grid
Okay.
reference. Then you'll say line 2, which is 3 Bravo or 1 Alpha 3 Bravo or something like that. Basically describing what condition they're in.
Pretty much just Alpha is a conscious person. Bravo
Bravo's
is
fucked
an
up.
unconscious person.
I would just say, so how we did it in the military was ambulatory and non-ambulatory. Can they walk for themselves or can they not? Alpha Bravo is just easier.
Okay. Just do
It's
Alpha
just
Bravo.
faster.
Alpha Bravo, yep.
Okay.
So, you'll say 069099 compound colored smoke. Break. Key off the radio. Key on the
Okay.
radio. 3 Bravo, 1 Alpha, or 1 Alpha, 3 Bravo, whatever. Break. Key on the radio. Line 3, green. How copy? And then I will repeat everything you said. I'll say, okay, 069099, compound, colored smoke, 1 Alpha, 3 Bravo, green. And you'll say, good copy, because I repeated it all correct, and what you said is what I repeated. If I made any mistake, you will say correction. Like, if you said, I have 1 Alpha, 3 Bravo, and I say, you have 3 Alpha, 1 Bravo, you say correction, and correct me, so I can get the right information before I get there.
Okay. And then when you show up and you verify the color of the smoke, how does that whole interaction go?
Let's say... Yeet.
Kaboom.
So, when I'm on approach and I see, hey, that's red smoke, I'll key on the radio. I'll say, red smoke. And your response will either be, if I'm correct in my color smoke, if I'm correct, you'll say that's a what?
Good
That's a
copy.
good copy.
That's a
Clear to
good
land.
copy. Clear. That's a good copy, which basically means yes, that is the team's smoke. That is what I'm supposed to land near. Like if you threw red smoke and I see, hey, that's green smoke, and I say green smoke, you'll say negative, and I'll be like, okay, that's not the color I'm looking for. I need to look for a different color.
There are occasions where enemies, like the AI, will throw smoke down.
Oh yeah, we had last op that we did. They threw like tons of smoke.
Yeah. So in that case, that's what like the pilot is kind of looking for. If they make a mistake, they're landing in enemy territory.
Yep.
Okay. Let me try to. How do I throw a smoke? Because I've never thrown anything in this game yet.
Do you have a smoke selected right now?
No. How do I do that? Oh, it says blue smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. So just hit G.
Like a grenade. You could also do Shift G, which brings it up in front of your face.
Okay.
And you can hit your middle mouse button and it'll also deploy the smoke too.
To let you know, the way we have it set up right now on the operations server is you won't be able to see the HUD at the top right. So
yeah.
to swap between lethal grenades, you press 6 on your keyboard.
I don't carry lethal grenades, so I don't have to worry about that.
Okay. And then to swap between non-lethal, you press 7.
Okay. In a stressful situation or in a like real op, I just have to get the information across, right? There's no like specific I have to say it this way, I have to say it this way.
As long as it's in the order, what you say doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Like as long as you put like line 1 is where we're at and how we're marking it. You can say that in any order except your grid ref. Grid ref is always first. So you can say like, Baker may say, hey, we're 069099 marking with colored smoke in a compound. Wretch may say 069099 compound marking with colored smoke. It's still the same information, but as long as that grid reference is there up front, I know exactly where you are firsthand.
All right, let's go to Dordan and I'll follow you.
Titan Artemis, how copy?
This is Titan, send it.
Okay, requesting immediate medevac.
Send your request.
Now you start your lines.
Line 1, grid 071071, marked with smoke,
In a compound.
compound.
Break. You're good. Go into line 2.
Is this considered a compound?
Yeah, it's just like
Is compound
enclosed.
just
Yeah,
buildings?
sure. I would say a compound because there's walls and shit, but
Okay.
that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Go into line 2. You have 2 Bravo.
Yeah. Line 2, 2 Bravo.
And then there's not really any
I don't-
fighting.
Microphone
Yeah,
He's
I don't
fine.
see anything.
There's no fighting, so it's green.
Line 3, green.
I'll copy. Yep, there you go.
071071 smoke, compound 2 Bravo green.
That's a good copy.
Good copy.
And now we start going into stabilizing. Go ahead and pop a colored smoke.
They saw
Titan
it.
is 30 seconds out.
Tell them to verify color of smoke on approach.
Tell him to do that.
Yep, tell him to verify color of smoke on approach.
Verify color of smoke on approach.
Red smoke.
That's a good copy.
Good copy.
Then when he lands, tell him all aboard and then to dust, okay?
All aboard.
Nope, say it over long range. Yeah.
Okay. All aboard.
So the reason we say that over long range is, you see how loud that was?
Yeah.
I can't hear shit when they're next to me. So I always say it over long range, and I'll just be like, you're clear to dust or something like that. So that way it lets them know, like, okay, everybody's out, everybody's in.
Got
Get
it.
off the fucking ground. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I feel comfortable.
That was good
with
though, Alex. That was
being
good.
able to get the information across. Probably not the most uniform way, but I can still get the information across.
All right, come over here. Come with me. Go ahead and start your request.
Titan to Artemis, how copy?
Instead of saying Titan to Artemis, just Titan this is Artemis.
Okay.
But you're good.
Requesting immediate medevac. Wow, that was really immediate.
Copy that. Send when able.
That was very immediate.
Is it... Go ahead.
Grid 070071, marked with smoke, middle of road. Line 2 Bravo.
You have one Bravo and one Alpha. This guy's up on his own.
I thought he was going to.
So I would say correction.
Correction, 1 Bravo, 1 Alpha.
Line 3.
Line 3. I heard gunfire. Does that count?
Just say yellow.
Line 3, LZ yellow.
I'll copy.
How copy? So basically, if you hear gunfire, it's yellow.
I mean, like there's
'Cause it sounds
potential.
really
There's a
far
potential
away,
of a fight.
but-
We don't know where the enemy is, but there's definitely enemy somewhere. And then red is like you're getting fucking shot at, and then black is like
Blue
you're gonna
smoke.
get taken out of the sky.
Copy.
What do you say?
He said blue smoke. I was supposed to say good copy,
Yeah.
but I just said copy.
You didn't verify with him.
No, he said blue smoke.
I mean, like the whole request.
Oh, this guy. Well, that works.
All right, let him know.
Clear for takeoff.
You feel better about it?
Yeah.
When you go to key off the radio, just say break. That lets them know that you're not done talking. But I mean, like it works.
Okay.
And then at the end, when you're done with line 3, always say how copy, because that tells them like you need to re-verify all of this information with me.
Yes, repeat. Back to
Whenever
me.
you're on a radio, never say repeat last unless you are calling for artillery or something like that, because repeat last means whatever you just did, do it again. If you if you need some clarification on what somebody said, you can be like, need further clarification or say again. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you feel comfortable with what you did here?
For Medevac, yeah.
Okay. You feel like you could do a Casevac on your own?
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Do you feel like you could do a troop reinsert on your own?
Yeah, probably. It seems pretty okay, pretty simple.
Hey, Parker, let's do a troop reinsert.
Titan Artemis, not copy.
Go for Artemis.
1 times reinsert, ready at this time.
Copy. Grid as follows: 070071. Colored smoke on the road. LZ green. How copy?
070071. Smoke road green.
Good copy.
Blue smoke.
That's a good copy.
Good copy.
All the answer is it's just super simple. Hey, I have these people for you. Okay? And then it's literally after that. This is where they're going. This is what it looks like. This is how it's going to be marked. This is the security. Real simple, sweet, and to the point.
Okay.
You feel good with that?
Yeah, all of it's pretty simple.
Okay.
That was my goal.
Now you're going to do a Casevac on your own at Lasagna. And then you're going to do a troop reinsert on your own at the port, which I think is Monty. So go down to your post and go to La Lasagna.
Is that a church?
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Church parking lot, whatever's kind of close to you, whatever distinguishing features
Yeah.
in your group.
Whenever you're calling for me, you say Artemis to Titan, not Titan to Artemis, because that's you saying that like you're me. So just letting you know.
Yeah, I forgot.
All good.
Alternatively, you could say Titan, this is
I'm ready when you are.
Artemis.
When calling for things, Alex, you're just looking like whatever it is that you're just describing as around you. You're just looking for distinguishing features. So you could be like, by a church, in front of a grocery store, in an open field. You're just looking for something that is distinguishable that they can fly to.
I'm just doing a Casevac right now, right?
Yeah.
And I am Artemis, right?
Yes.
Artemis to Titan, how copy?
This is Titan. Send it.
Requesting a Casevac.
Good copy. Send when able.
Line 1. Grid 031063. Break. Line 2. 3 packs. Break. Line 3. LZ green.
Before that's completed, you need to go back through and redo that. You were missing some things on your line 1. Restart that over.
Okay. Line 1. Grid 031063. Marked with smoke. By a church. Line 2. 3 packs. Line 3. LZ green.
031063 with smoke by a church. 3 packs. Green.
Good copy.
It's a long flight, apparently.
Yeah. Do I have to throw another smoke if the smoke goes out?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You could also
No.
wait till you start to hear the helicopter, and then you could pop one.
Okay, because
You
I'm
hit
gonna run out
Shift
of
G.
smoke.
You don't have another one?
Titan
No.
is 30 seconds.
Okay, now I throw it.
Yep, there you go.
I was just saying that I will run out if this keeps happening.
I can resupply you with a different backpack.
No, it's fine. I still have
Green
one
smoke?
green. Good copy.
How you feeling, Ray?
Can we have it so that there's always colored smoke in the long-range radio bag? So that if I do pick it up, I have smoke?
Yeah. It'll be part of, like, the mandatory kit.
We're gonna do a call for reinsert, so I'm just gonna drop Ray off, and I'm gonna fuck off with Baker, and then we'll do a call for reinsert. Titan Artemis, how copy?
Good copy, send it.
Have 1 packs ready for reinsert at this time.
Copy. Stand by for LT. Line 1 is 077031 at a port marked smoke. Line 2, LZ is red.
077031. Port with smoke. LZ red.
Good copy.
Green smoke.
Good copy.
That was probably one of the fastest fucking reinserts I've ever done.
That was awesome.
I don't exactly know where they are, but I'm hearing bullets whiz by my head. That's why I said red and not yellow. Because generally, I think if I'm getting shot at and I can hear the bullets, that would be red.
Yep,
right?
exactly. Yep. If you're in a gunfight, pretty much it's red.
Yeah.
If it's a heavy gunfight, you're pretty sure you're surrounded black.
Okay. How do we know, in the actual op, if we don't have a grid, like we don't have a, what's it called? We don't have a HUD. We don't have the GPS, right?
Right.
How do we tell a bearing then?
You feel
Compass,
comfortable with
or if you have
everything
a
else?
micro dagger or something like that. Like a
Yeah.
micro dagger will tell you your 8 grid.
Oh, would they?
I'm pretty sure.
Where is that?
It's
Compass.
in communication in the arsenal, I think.
Are we still rolling with the GPS during ops?
Last time
Okay,
I
yeah,
didn't
so-
have the GPS. Okay, so then we can still use the GPS.
If there's ever a time when you can't use GPS for whatever reason, the C-tab does have grid markings on it as well.
And C-tab will, like, if you look, you can actually see like your actual position on C-tab. Like it has a GPS thing. You know what, Ray? I think we're done. I think we're good. But if you want to practice some more or whatever, you can do that if you want to with me or Wretch or
I
Baker.
think I get the gist of it.
The more you practice, the more you'll fucking know. The more you read
It
that
is.
document and
It's a
everything.
perishable skill. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. Running a radio is 110% a perishable skill.